A major element of the 2012 prophetic phenomenon is the fact that during this current era of history in which we are now living, the Earth, the Sun, and the Milky Way galaxy are aligned and will continue to remain temporarily aligned every year for a period of several years during the December winter solstice, in such a way as to create a visual illusion of the Sun being superimposed on the image of the galaxy at sunrise each December 21st. This period of time has been focused around a specific date, December 21st, 2012. The North American scholar John Major Jenkins, a theoretician who studies ancient Maya tradition, has had extensive personal dealings with Antonio's Quiché Maya culture. He has deduced that Antonio's ancient Maya ancestor arrived at an understanding of this astronomical phenomenon. Those ancestral people interpreted the alignment on December 21st, 2012 as a moment of enlightenment and renewal in human history. Supported by the wisdom of Maya teachers such as Antonio Ajic of Chahul, Guatemala, Mr. Jenkin's theory suggests that the current winter solstice Earth, Sun, and galaxy alignment was predicted by ancient Mesoamerican sky watchers as early as 300 years before the birth of Christ, and perhaps earlier. The celestial alignment is caused by the relative positions of three main heavenly bodies, the Earth, the Sun, and the galaxy. To understand this phenomenon, one must begin with the relationship of the Earth and the Sun. The Earth spins around the Sun, making a full revolution approximately every 365 and 1/4 days. The combination of Sun and Earth, along with the other members of the solar system, exists within a larger celestial neighborhood called the Milky Way galaxy, which includes billions of other suns and planets. The fact of the matter is that there is a perfect alignment of Earth, Sun, and galaxy every year, no matter what, during any era of the Earth's history, but this alignment only happens during winter solstice, once every 26,000 years. We will attempt to explain the reason for this with the following presentation. As the Earth revolves around the Sun, it simultaneously spins on its own axis like a giant top. The seasons occur on planet Earth as a result of the fact that the axis of the Earth is tilted. This means that at a specific time during the year, the northern half of the Earth's sphere, where the ancient Mayas lived, is tilted directly at the Sun, allowing for the Sun's rays to strike it almost head-on and creating the heat of summer. Notice the way the Sun's rays strike the red dot facing the Sun head-on on the right-hand globe. At other times during the year, the northern half of the Earth's sphere is tilted away from the Sun, and the Sun's rays strike it at an indirect angle, creating a weakened effect that causes the season of winter. Notice the red dot facing the Sun at an angle on the left-hand globe. The tilt of the Earth, as it exists now, is not a permanent condition. The direction in which the Earth tilts changes gradually, creating a cycle that resembles the wobble of a spinning top. Here shown in an animation in 4 different positions around the Sun. Although this wobble is illustrated here in this animation as a very fast one, in reality it is painfully slow. It takes the Earth's tilted axis about 26,000 years to mark a full cycle of that wobble. The wobble phenomenon is called precession. This animation now shows the Earth making its annual journey around the Sun during a phase of its wobble, in which the tilt of its axis causes the northern hemisphere to face away from the Sun when the Sun and the galaxy are perfectly lined up with the Earth, causing a wintertime alignment. Notice in this image that when the Earth happens to find itself tilted in this position during this phase of the 26,000-year wobble, the northern hemisphere, indicated by a small imaginary circle drawn on the upper portion of the globe, faces away from the Sun, creating the winter solstice, and also away from the galaxy at the same time. If there's someone standing there looking up at the sunrise at this moment, both Sun and galaxy will rise at the very same moment, one superimposed upon the other. In this next image, we see that as the gradual wobble phenomenon progresses, several hundred years later, the angle of the Earth's axis has changed, and the Earth, Sun, galaxy alignment is no longer occurring during winter solstice, when the northern hemisphere is tilted away from the Sun. This image here shows the Earth making its annual journey around the Sun during a period of the wobble, when the tilt of the Earth's axis causes the northern hemisphere to be facing the Sun during the moment of alignment, creating a summer solstice alignment rather than a winter one. In this way, the Sun, Earth, galaxy alignment has a chance to happen at a time of any given season, depending on what point in the gradual cycle of the wobble the Earth may find itself. Thus, the alignment can happen at spring equinox for a period of time during its 26,000-year wobble, and then several thousand years later, it is occurring during fall equinox. During the time of the ancient Mayas, the alignment was not occurring on the winter solstice. Somehow, They projected forward in time and accurately predicted when it was going to happen again, the year 2012. Eventually, after a period of approximately 26,000 years, the wobble completes a full cycle and the Earth finds itself again in the situation where the alignment happens during the winter solstice. After that, the cycle starts all over again and lasts another 26,000 years. The current cycle began approximately 260 centuries ago when, on the morning of December 21st, around the year 24,000 BCE, the spin of the Earth caused the Sun to rise above the eastern horizon at the same time as the Milky Way galaxy. This cycle comes to its conclusion now, on December 21st, 2012, when the exact same alignment of Earth, Sun, and galaxy is again taking place during winter solstice morning. Mr. Jenkin's theory holds that the superimposition of the Sun upon the image of the galaxy played an important role in ancient Maya symbolic imagery. In this animation, we see a representation of the spin of the Earth upon its own axis, at the moment when it stands aligned with the Sun and the galaxy at the same time. Notice that the axis is tilted away from the Sun, causing the winter season. The red dot symbolizes the Central American geographical position of the ancient Mayas, spinning around the Earth as the planet turns on its axis. As this red spot slowly approaches the upper area of the spinning globe, it also approaches the point where it will be illuminated by the rising Sun on the other side, and the galaxy will rise simultaneously with it from behind the eastern horizon. Jenkins proposed that the ancient Mayas made an association between the Galactic Alignment phenomena and the sacred creation story of the Mayas, a narration now known as the Popol Vuh, and taught to the Quiché Maya teacher Antonio Ajic by his father. Jenkins points out that the apparent shape of the Milky Way, which presents the image of a long, luminous band across the sky, represented to the Maya a female pregnant celestial entity as a result of its bright, swollen central bulge, the galactic core. Winter solstice is a time of the year universally recognized as a moment of conception and rebirth. The graphic superimposition of the Sun as a male spirit of insemination and also of reborn life upon this image of pregnancy in the galactic core on the winter solstice sky must have presented to the ancient Mayas a powerful symbol of transition and renewal. This impregnation rebirth imagery was highlighted by the fact that the Milky Way galaxy appears to present a dark structure very near the large swollen pregnant central bulge. This dark structure is now called the Dark Rift, but in ancient Maya times it was seen as a hole, an opening into the womb of the maternal galactic entity. Mr. Jenkins suggests that predicting the proximity of the Sun to this dark opening during winter solstice in the year 2012 symbolized to the ancient Maya a further confirmation of their belief that this far-off era would represent a new reconception and a new rebirth.